There's a cabinet briefing. A cabinet has just finished its meeting in New Delhi, and some important announcements, particularly on the coal front, just taking place. Let's go live across to Finance Minister Arun Jaitley and listen in.
Because power sector, cement and steel, which were three priority sectors which needed the coal, were going to suffer because of the absence of functioning of these coal mines. Lakhs of laborers were going to be unemployed. Capital, including public capital from banks, was struck up. Valuable foreign exchange was being spent in importing coal in a country which otherwise had surplus coal. And therefore the ordinance which has been now promulgated has the following important features. If there are any queries and clarifications, the coal minister and the officials of the coal department are here to clarify those queries. The first part of the ordinance is that as far as the state sector requirements are concerned, whether it is the organizations of the central government or the state government, that is organizations like the NTPC or state electricity boards, coal mines would be allocated to them. As far as the private sector is concerned, the actual users of cement, steel and power who apply, a certain number of coal mines would be put in the pool and there would be an e-auction. A sufficient and adequate number of mines will be put so that actual users all go back with a mine. The auctions would also determine the valuations. There will be a certain levy which the Supreme Court has decided which will have to be paid by them, by all. And a transparent process would decide the allocation of these mines. This process would be completed in the next 3 to 4 months. The proceeds of all these auctions would go to the state governments entirely, where the mines are located. Most of these mines are located in the eastern part of India. Therefore, states like Jharkhand, Orissa, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, to small extent Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, predominantly the eastern states and Chhattisgarh would be the biggest beneficiaries of revenue. Central government doesn't keep this revenue. Therefore, there would be a financial empowerment of the eastern states. Once these plants start working, literally lakhs of laborers would get employment. Bank capital which is held up with companies which were the allottees of these mines could also be now fruitfully utilized. Since the emphasis of the government is on the manufacturing sector, an expeditious disposal of this process would give a huge impetus to the manufacturing sector. This would not in any way impact the structure of Coal India. Coal India would continue to function as it is, and all the mining requirements of Coal India, present and future, will be adequately protected. There will be also an enabling provision for the future, where under rules which are framed, commercial user of mines in future could also be decided by the central government. This would lead to an optimum utilization of the national resource. Coal worth almost $20 billion annually was being imported. There would now be an import substitution by domestic exploitation of coal. And therefore, the entire mess which the UPA had left behind from 2005 onwards, over the next 4 months, would be cleaned up. This would also help the bricklin industry, SSI units, mini steel plants, where these would be utilized, and therefore there would be a huge utilization of the natural resource. While doing so, all environmental considerations would be borne in mind. The larger interest of Coal India would be fully protected. Even when commercial user of the mines for larger national interest takes place.